Hi guys, and welcome to another quick Affinity Photo tutorial. And this one is just going to be on creating a chip bag in Affinity Photo. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to open up an 8.5 by 11 landscape. And depending on if you already have like a background that you want to use, you can just drop that in. I am basically gonna have my own. I created a design the other day and I was like, you know what, I might use that for a chip bag. So I'm gonna use this white as my core background here. So just brought that in and I'm just gonna lock that down. Go to lock. All right, and just so that I can make sure I'm balanced and so where the chip bag is going to fold, I would like to bring in a 5 by 8.5 triangle. All right, 5, and I'm just going to change the color on that and bring the opacity down. So this is just so I can keep track of making sure I have things lined up for myself. All right, and let me just make sure I'm in the middle. And if you guys hear my baby, he is typing away back there. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but he's a little computer guy. He's 11. I don't want to stop him from doing what he's doing, so. All right, so just make sure I have it lined up. And I have my snapping on, and that's why I'm able to do that. And you'll see my those red and green lines occasionally come across my screen. And I like to keep my snapping on at certain times. All right, so now I'm just gonna lock that too. And you can play around with the opacity, you know, turn it down as much as you want. But I like to have it there so I can keep myself lined up, because this is where it's going to fold. All right, so now I'm gonna go to my assets and I'm going to bring in that background that I was playing around with the other day. I was like, ooh, that would look good on chip bag for some reason. So now, all right, I'm good with that. So I like to keep things in my assets that I, tend to use a lot. And so I do a lot of chip bags. And so I have my nutrition facts here already. And you can make it as big or as small as you want. All right, there you go. And my barcode here. And I might make this a little bit bigger. All right. And so I like to keep this so I can edit it also. And if I want to change the text that there, if I'm doing it for something totally different, I already have my barcode in there. All I have to do is change the text and the color. So let's just say I wanted to grab another color that's in here, and I can do that. But I'm gonna leave it there for a second. Let me see, I might want to pull it in. It might be a little darker. Okay, I'm gonna leave that color there. I may want to change it to the pink, but we'll see. All right, and so now I'll go to my text, and over here I'm just gonna put thanks for coming to my party. Thanks for coming to my party. Alright, bring that back up. Alright, and so now go back to my move tool. Alright, and clearly that black is not going to go with that, but I want to change the font. I think I'm going to use Eris. Alright, and I'll make that text a little bit smaller. Make sure it lines. All right, And so I'm going to go to my character and I'm going to go to my leading override. And I'm just going to space that out. All right, and so now I'm thinking, let me see. I'm going to change the color. Okay, yeah, I'm going to change that color. I'm going to go with that color. And now I'm going to my effects. And I think I want to give it an outline. Just a little bit so we can see it better. All right, and I'm gonna give it a little 3D too. See? Yeah. Do I want to bevel it? Let's see. Teensy weensy bit. All right, so now we've got that, and I'm gonna well, you know what? That pink is right there in that part. So no, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Thanks for coming to my party. So since I have that, I'm going to change this. Go back to my layers. And I'm going to change that to that color. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And so now, so I've got that. So now I'm going to bring in a circle here. I'm trying to think as I go. Alright, and I'm going to give this circle an outline. Yeah, give it an outline. And I'm going to bring in, go back to my layers, I want to bring a picture in of myself. And I'm going to drop that into here. All right. Let's line that picture up. Sometimes that snapping drives me a little crazy, but I'm going to leave it like that. All right, and so now I'm going to close that up. And now I can make it a little bit bigger. And I'm keeping it lined up in that middle part there. All right, and I think I want to come down just a little bit because now, okay, I'm going to type in honeys. All right, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with black. Let's go with black. All right, I'm gonna Control J, bring that down. All right, I'm gonna call it honeys. 40th birthday bash. All right. All right, let's bring that down a little bit. Line that up. Go back to my character and let's bring that in a little bit. Both of those. I'm gonna get this one and this one. Go to my layers. Let's get that. Honeys. And let's line those up. All right. And so now I'm going to take this off because I just want to see how it's making me feel. And I think I'm going to bring in this a little bit more. So I can make it a little bit bigger.
You got it.
And
you got it.
Now I'm just going to bring this over a little bit. And I'm going to turn this back on just so I can make sure I'm still working in the middle part there. Okay. Because I'm still feeling okay. All right. So it's looking good. So now I think I'm gonna go to my effects on here and give it a little bit of a 3D effect. And I'm gonna duplicate this. All right, and then I'm gonna take that. And I'm going to take the one on the bottom and I'm going to change the color of it. Taking that snapping off because sometimes do the same here, Control J, get that one at the bottom. Bring it down just a little bit. And I think I might like that just a little bit better. Just a little bit. And let's turn that down right there. All right, and so I don't know, for some reason I'm thinking, hold on, let me turn that back on. Turn this back on so I can see something. So I'm gonna bring that down. Control J. Bring that there. Let me get rid of this one. And bring it right there. And I'm just going to zoom in to make sure I'm seeing that good. All right, so I'm just going to duplicate that. Bring it over here to the end. All right, and I'm going to make it black. I'll make this one black. All right, let me see how I like it, if I like it. All right, and I'm gonna turn this down. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. If I wanted to, be a little bit more fancy, I could, maybe put a zigzag or something there, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to go there. I've already done enough, but I think I'm just gonna go with that and leave it like that. All right, so there you have it. Just basically the prefaces. Thanks for coming to party. You can put something else down there if you wanted to put something else. You have your focal point here in the middle if you want to use a photo. You don't have to use a photo. You can use pretty much whatever you want. If you got your nutrition facts and you have your barcode, and that's really just the basics, and your background. And you can, like I said, you can build that like I did. I just made a background the other day and I just dropped it in. I made that by hand by just using some brushes and added in the photo, and literally there you have it. All right, so I will catch you guys on the next video. Please be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.